All right, man, we back. Mercy Sports Talk in the building. And, yeah, just looking at the Houston Rockets situation and the Westbrook thing not working there. I don't think it's going to work because of Mike D'Antoni, because he don't know how to coach. Should the Pistons revisit a Russell Westbrook trade? Now, they might rock it out to the end of the year. They didn't give D'Antoni an extension. And I think that's something that the Pistons can revisit. You know, if they just need that extra oomph at the trade deadline and Westbrook ain't working, I think Houston to get under that contract without even giving up on one next year. You know, I think they want that cap room. You know, you give them Reggie, you give them something else, but really it's the Pistons willing to take that cap hit. But, you know, I believe if they really want to go for it, Westbrook, Blake, and Dre, that's a nice combination. You might have to give up Luke Kennard. You might have to compromise from shooting in a situation with something you really don't want to do. But I think it's time for them to revisit that Russell Westbrook trade. But hey, let me know what y'all think about it. Let me chop it up about it real quick. And I think it's the proper move to do, man. Right now, especially by the trade deadline and the East. Nobody really scared me. You know, eventually I think when Philly get Joel Embiid back, I think they're the team to beat. But Boston, they still going through, you know, they situations and trying to get it together, and they trying to melt the mesh. You know, Milwaukee, they still looking pretty strong, but they don't have the extra boot, the extra oomph. So honestly, I think it's a good look if the Pistons do try to get Westbrook and put Westbrook, Blake, and Dre together. But if I have to give up Blake or Dre to get them, then that's a no-go. But with all the struggling going down in H-Town, and they'd already doing load management for Russell Westbrook, and then James Harden go off, you know, at the end of the day, if they want that to work, they got to get the coach Mike D'Antoni out of there, man. They got to find a coach that can make it work. They can get Harden moving off the ball. They can get Westbrook moving off the ball. They can get a motion offense, not just the pick and roll and up and down, 6 seconds or less type of offense. But I really do think Westbrook could really help the Pistons. I think they can win the East. You know, he do defend. In Houston, they don't teach defense, so they ain't defending. But, you know, right now I think the Pistons got some pieces that they could move for them. They might have to end up giving up a future one. But I don't think Reggie Jackson's going to hack it. I think Bruce Brown can eventually be pretty good. You know, if they end up developing players. You know, I think if he just get a mid-range shot and be more aggressive going to the basket, I think that could be his spot, being the point guard. But, you know, if they're really trying to push to win the East right now, you put Westbrook with Derrick Rose in backcourt in a playoff series with Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, man, that's super duper nasty in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think that's real nasty, and I actually like it, man. And it's daring to be great. You know, eventually if it don't work, you gotta trade Westbrook. Would it be hard to trade him? Yeah, but if Chris Paul end up getting traded, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. So, I wouldn't mind seeing the dude. Obviously, they got to put multiple contracts together. It'll probably be Reggie, Tony Snell, and, you know, maybe Langston Galloway, and probably they want Luke Kennard just for the contracts to match up. And the Pistons can get back, you know, they can get back Westbrook and like the house down there who's playing really good. His name Darren House, whatever it is. He playing really well down there, but that's something I revisit. That's something that's actually real because it's not working. Anybody knew basketball knew with Mike D'Antoni and Westbrook and James Harden wasn't gonna work. That's like reverse. I don't want to say reverse. That's like the same as Chris Paul. If you couldn't get Chris Paul and James Harden to work, how was you gonna get Russell Westbrook and James Harden to work is the question. But hey, appreciate everybody checking in. Let me know what y'all think about it. Don't forget to be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? Link subscription. Best way to donate. Share the video one time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. We go.